C-99 is back tonight. That's a little bit loud. Something like that should be good. All right. Hello, this is Tim Wright.
You said you wanted to talk.
Yeah, I will be out in the yard in just a couple minutes. I just need to finish something up really quick.
Be there?
Yeah, I'll meet you in the basketball court, okay?
Okay.
All right, let me just finish up my... I guess I could probably put that up here. Fuck off. All right, there we go. All right, that's going to be good enough for that. All right, let's go. Let's go meet Fÿrr. Good morning.
Good morning.
How was your sleep last night?
I didn't sleep.
Not at all?
No, I don't sleep often.
I'm gonna pause this. Has it been like that all the time, or just since you've been here?
For as long as I've been alive. Why?
Kind of curious, and also, it's one of those things where, I also don't really sleep all that much, but I mean, it has been my whole life. But I like to understand people, because the more we understand people, the better we can, interact with each other and get by.
Are you a doctor?
No, I'm not.
Is the the interest in psychology?
A little bit.
Hey, what's up, man?
Morning. How you doing?
I'm doing all good. I'm doing okay. I need to try and get in contact with a doctor or some shit.
You need to get a hold of a doctor?
Yeah, I need to do some therapy, you feel me?
Oh, okay. Have you, because so our hospital doctor, or our prison doctor, she is gone for approximately about a month. So
Damn, man. Holy shit.
you know where the MDWs are, correct?
Yeah.
If you go up to one of those and you put in a request, you can put in my number, and what you can do is you can tell them to contact me, and with which cell block are you in?
Well, I couldn't go back to this one. I'm in this one now.
All right. Yeah, Fear.
I've been left off, man.
I'll be right back with you. Okay. Here. Follow me.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is we're going to go to where your cell block, where your cell is, and what I'm going to do is, if someone does reach out to me, or when they reach out to me, sorry, Charlie 99 plus 1 inmate entering cell block 6. I will write it on your cell wall. That way you know when it's going to happen, and I will make sure that I'm around for it as well.
Yeah. I'll be in this one.
This one here? Okay.
Yeah.
Here, just one sec. Let me...
But like, I got life in prison, but I got Florida, 25 years. I've been here. I've been too long.
Wait, no.
I'm trying to do good so I can, be free, man.
Fuck. All right, just one sec.
Man.
Why isn't that working? Can't put fucking phone numbers on there? Alright, so apparently I can't write fucking numbers on your cell block wall. So, something you can do, go to one of the payphones, give me a ring, and try to remember the phone number that pops up with that. That way you can have that with you. Then, like I said, go to one of the MDWs, put in a request for it, say what you're looking for. Like, just, I can't remember all the information that they asked for. Put all the information in that they're asking for, and then give them my phone number. And yes, I will make sure that when they reach out to me, I will put up a notice onto your cell block wall. And then when that happens, I will make sure that I'm here for that as well, okay?
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
I know.
Yeah, if you need anything else, let me know. I'm going to be spending about the next hour talking with the other individual.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Hey, I'm guessing that's you?
Yeah, it's me, man. It's me. I'm just trying to get your number jotted down.
Yeah, no problem. Just go ahead and hang up whenever you're done with it. I'll keep the phone open while you're copying it.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, I got that shit. Appreciate that, man.
All right, you take care of yourself, okay?
You too, man.
It's like, my God, usually it is dead as hell around this time, but today it's like everything is happening. But yeah, no, it's like, so for myself, I have a little bit of interest in psychology. I mean, honestly, I like to know what makes people do what they do, how people think, because if I know how people think, I know, one, how to better, help them out, especially in situations like this. Because I know for you, especially with what you were saying last night, that you are in a very kind of just shit situation.
Yes, I could say that. It is a very shit situation.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a weird name.
So what do you want to know?
Babyology. Thank you very much for the subscription. It's very much appreciated. Not needed though. Kind of everything. I mean, start me off right from like as far back as you can remember. Like, what was it like growing up? Like, I know you said you had a brother. Is he older or younger?
I have a fraternal brother, older by a few minutes.
Oh, that's right.
I don't think up until I was barely a teenager, my life was any
Hi, Lottie.
unique at all. It was unique in the sense that I grew up with a house that was connected to a mortuary.
Oh, okay. So you've been around death pretty much like your entire life then.
Yes, yes, I have.
Okay.
My parents did their best to keep us away from it, but
I
kids can
mean,
get into anything.
I was gonna say kids have that childlike curiosity where they're always kind of going around and peeking at their parents' things, and It's like, oh, don't go in here. Oh, if they're telling me not to go in here, I really need to see what they're telling me not to go and look at.
They keep us away from the bodies they're working on or the ones they haven't started, but insist we're around the bodies of the ones they're finished and their weeping and crying families. It's quiet comfort if need be, to help them if need be. It's an interesting contrast.
Yeah.
As you said, it's not difficult to see the other dead bodies.
Do you remember the first dead body that you saw?
The
Yes.
first,
Babe,
no,
thank you
but the
again.
earliest
Very much
memory I have
appreciated.
was this one with this man who was caught in a combine thresher.
What's a
His
thresher?
family, it's for farming. Think of a giant shredder.
Is it like one of those things that they use to pick up crops and it has like all those blades that are like wheels on the ground that do all the cutting of that? Or,
Yes,
okay.
he was caught in his own one, and the family, for whatever reason, insisted on an open casket.
Oh,
As you can tell, that is a bit absurd. There was very little left of the man. But his head was intact, I suppose. Guess you could slap some makeup on that. Stitch a smile on his face.
well, I mean, yeah, you could have his head there on top of, say, even just a mannequin kind of body inside of a suit and stuff, and have gloves on so you can't see, the hands, and you can make it look roughly like maybe he did.
You do your best, but as I said, that wasn't the first, but it was the first one I remember. I know there were others.
What was your reaction when you saw that?
I don't know. Never really thought about it. I'm sure I must have had some reaction of some sort, but I
Did
genuinely do not remember.
did you touch it?
It's an interesting way to phrase that.
How so?
Touch it. Not touch him.
Yeah, I think that's something that kind of comes along with death. It's like, before someone dies, it's like, it could be a him, it could be her, but once they kind of pass on, I think some people just kind of maybe just a way to kind of dissociate away from it, to be like this was a person before, so they just go and say things like it, or the body, the corpse.
Yes, you're not wrong. I just found that interesting. I thought you would be more of the humanist one. But
It,
yes,
how would you say it? Would you say touch it, or would you say touch him?
I suppose it would depend on who I'm talking to.
In what way?
If I was talking to someone who's been accused of things like I have, depending on what I was trying to get out of him, I would choose one or the other. I was talking to their family, I would say him. I was talking to a stranger about it. I suppose if I wanted them to like me, I would say him. If I did not care, I'd say it.
I know. Sorry, I know that you did say that you saw a lot of the families and stuff like that. Did you ever interact with the families at all? I mean, I know, doing being around the mortuary stuff, it's a possibility. But did you ever go up and force yourself to talk to them at all, or?
Never forced myself to talk to them, but always with wakes or anything else, I was always in the room, mostly quiet. Expected to be just a calming figure, help them if they need be, answer questions, but it was rarely more than anything other than an observer. I believe that's where I've caught my patience from.
When did you start doing that? And was that a job that you were given, or is that just something that you decided to do?
Job, my parents wanted me to do that. Something more fitting for a young girl in a more traditional household.
Why did you say traditional the way that you did? It almost sounded like there's a little bit of venom behind those words.
Cannot say I'm a fan of traditional households.
What would you have liked to have done?
Hmm. I suppose not have the expectation of being quiet and demure.
And do what instead?
I don't know. Something else.
I mean, is there anything that kind of like piqued your interest? Is there something where, because obviously, like it wasn't what you were doing wasn't something that you really kind of wanted to do, that you kind of put into it. But what about that whole process did you want to do? Like, did you ever have some sort of either just inkling or even just something that I don't know, maybe even just something that just made your heart beat a little bit faster?
Hmm. If I have to be honest, I don't know. I don't think there's been much in my life I've been all that interested in. I enjoy hunting. I enjoyed some of the latter mortuary work when I was allowed near the bodies. I was never a social butterfly. I never had any interest in what comes with social aspects.
Did anything at all in your life, doesn't have to be with regards to the mortuary stuff or the bodies or anything, was there anything that ever got your heart kind of beating a little bit faster?
Some ways, but not in the context you're hoping for.
Oh, in what context is that?
I think the first time I was truly afraid or scared or horrified or any number of synonyms that fit with that was I had a kitten. I was fostering it. My brother came across it. He did the things to it that I'm being accused of doing to these animals, was caught red-handed doing that, and yet somehow shifted all the blame onto me. I guess it must have been easy. I was the dark, brooding, quote-unquote goth girl, and he was the loud, preppy, loved, wannabe athlete, superstar man.
That must have been pretty hard.
It set certain expectations I have held on for my entire life. And sitting here, my Achilles tendon severed, words carved into my body, being fast tracked to die for things I didn't do. Those expectations weren't incorrect, I suppose.
How was your brother back when all this first like I'm gonna go like as far back as you can remember? How was your brother, say, just towards you in general when you were little?
Normal? He always shifted the blame on me for stuff, but not in particularly harsh ways. Steal a candy bar from the grocery store, shift the blame. Break something, shift the blame. But things I suppose television and movies have taught me to expect nothing harmful, and him being slightly older, always, something siblings would argue about, joke about, take pride in being 5 or some odd minutes older. I believed our relationship was adequate.
How about with regards to the mortuary stuff? What kind of role did he play, if any at all?
That is the one area where my parents kept us relatively equal. They wanted both of us away until we were older, but he never was forced to be a wallflower for people to look at and find comfort in occasionally.
What did they prefer he did instead?
Hang out with his friends, go to his after school activities, practice his athletics, whatever he wanted.
Did you feel that there was a very large double standard when it came to the two of you?
Yes, obviously.
Who caught him red-handed with the cat?
I did. And I brought my parents.
What was your parents' reaction?
Disbelief. I wanted to believe at the time it was disbelief for how could their son do this? But it seemed instead to be disbelief. How could their daughter do this? Despite having no blood on my hands and quite literally blood on his.
Did that end up forming any sort of resentment towards your parents?
Yes, of course, but out of it came the only thing I actually started to enjoy with my family. Just after that, my parents decided I might have urges or desires that they can help temper. So my father started taking me hunting and teaching me everything that's with it, and I was allowed to just begin learning how to work on the bodies.
The
So I
first
suppose in some ways it wasn't the worst thing that could have happened.
the first time your dad took you out hunting, what was that like? And I guess I should kind of rephrase that a little bit. How did that feel, being granted the ability to go out and hunt with your father?
It was nice. The first time I had ever gotten to connect with him. First time I suspect he ever saw me as more than his wife's daughter.
How did he treat you overall?
Like his daughter.
Was that only after this point, or was it before as well? Just I'm just curious, just because the way that you've rephrased it as, his wife's daughter.
I was his child, but I was never felt like I was his child. He was nice. He did what was expected, but little more. More interested in his son.
Okay. Was that until pretty much that moment that you went out hunting with him?
Yes, maybe he just needed to learn I'm as capable as my brother.
And perhaps even more capable.
Hmm.
Because, like you said, we always have these expectations of people, sons and daughters. We expect, the sons to want to do more of the sports. We expect sons to want to, say, go out and do the hunting or do some of the more, I guess, generally manly kind of things. And, Our daughters are going to sit there and, play with dolls and sit there and have, I don't know, maybe tea parties or something with their imaginary friends or those kinds of things, especially when they're younger.
Yes, I never fit the mold, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, and
And
sometimes,
my mother.
okay. Going back to the hunting thing, how many hunting trips did it take before you guys got your first kill, your first animal kill?
You guys, as in me, or as in
Your,
either of us?
yourself and your father.
My father, probably on the very first one, he was a very skilled hunter. Me, I suppose a few after that.
Okay, now say the time that you watched him get that kill, the first one that you saw pretty much die in front of you. What was that like for you? Ooh, we're getting into rolls.
Exhilarating.
What part of it was exhilarating? Was it the lead up, like when you saw the animal and you knew that it was about to die? Was that the exhilarating part, or when the animal actually died?
The part where I knew the animal was going to become something more than just some stupid creature.
What do you mean by become something more?
An animal is just an animal. Once you take control of its being, it can be so much more.
How so? Sorry, forgive my ignorance. I'm not understanding all that much. I mean, obviously it can become food. I mean, especially depending on what animal it was. But what else could it become?
Sustenance, a learning experience, bonding, tools, a memory.
Okay. Now, how about the first time that you were allowed to take that life? Like, I'm guessing you were using a hunting rifle?
Yes,
What was it like when you first saw the animal appear up and then, shifting into when you brought the rifle to your shoulder and you were looking at it through your scope?
was it was something that I think even a great poet would struggle to describe.
What was your body doing at the time? Do you remember?
I think I had goose pickles over it all.
Was your heart beating fast? Were you breathing heavily?
That one makes me sound crazy.
Uh, I don't think it does at all. I mean, you would think that it's a brand new experience. And actually, sorry, how old were you?
14, I think.
Okay, I mean that's a decent age to learn how to hunt. I don't think that makes you look like that at all. I mean, when you think about it with anyone, especially when it becomes an animal, because especially with all these Disney movies and stuff, like animals are always seen as these cute, fluffy things that should just be loved and cared for. Almost as much as like say a pet. But in reality, it's like, what? It comes up to it's like you said before, like those things, especially if it's a deer or something like that, like they are there for food. Like that is what they're kind of there for, especially when it comes to us. Like We are the predator, they are the prey. And the first time that you really get that experience, it's kind of like the first time you get to do anything. It's like your heart's probably going to get beating a little bit faster. You're probably going to be breathing a little bit heavier until you're able to kind of calm yourself down. It was like the first time I ever killed somebody. I mean, to be fair, I was in the middle of a gunfight, so my heart was already racing pretty fast. But I still do remember what it was like when I brought my weapon up to the shoulder and I got my sight picture on his center of mass. I remember squeezing that trigger. I remember feeling the slight recoil in the shoulder. And then I just remember as the rounds impacted his chest, and then just, I remember his face. His face I'll never forget. But I remember him just dropping to the floor, and now he's just lifeless. Now for me, I didn't have time to really think about it because we were in the thick of it at the time. But obviously at the end of it, I went back and repeated it over and over in my head. I mean, I still do from time to time at night. So your first time is always something that I think will always stick with you a lot more than any other.
That's true. It's very true.
And I mean, to be fair too, the excitement is also there. Because I mean, for
It was
me...
a doe.
Oh, it was a doe?
You're not supposed to hunt those. But it was alone. It was staring just so calmly at me. Knew I was there, but it wasn't afraid for some reason. It's probably 25 yards away.
Oh wow, you guys got nice and close to it.
I don't know why it let me get that close. Even when I raised the rifle, I sit into my shoulder, and for a moment there before I pulled the trigger,
Also,
felt
yeah,
like my
thank you
heart
for the follow.
stopped,
Very much appreciate it.
shaking stopped, and I had a perfect line. And at that range, it's nearly impossible to miss as is, but it was,
Did you hesitate at all?
no. I was too excited to hesitate. Far too excited.
Where was your father at that point? Was he standing right behind you? Was he kind of guiding you at all? Or was he just there being silent and letting you do your thing?
He was off packing up the tent. I had wandered off to gather a snare trap they'd left behind. It was empty, but the doe was nearby. I didn't get to do anything with his corpse.
With his corpse?
Its corpse.
Ah, sorry.
After I shot it, I knew he would be furious if he knew I did that. So I came back, and I tried to shoot one. Missed. But he took my word for it. I think about that doe a lot. Not about the shooting of it, but what became of it. Sitting there, rotting away, being feasted on. Whatever. Like one of those time lapses in my brain, 1,000 different ways to imagine how it vanished into nothing. I can think of a million ways I could have put it to better use.
Is there one way in particular that kind of keeps coming back to you, or?
To put it to use, or that it rotted away.
Have you ever let any of your kills just rot away?
try not to. It's wasteful. It was instilled in me by him so much.
When you killed your first animal, how was your father reacting? I know he was out kind of packing up camp, like you were saying, but what did when he found out and he came up to you? What did he say? What was the expression on his face?
He was there for my first kill, that he knows of. But for my second, he was excited, happy, amazed at how natural of a shot I was. Everything you'd expect from a father is proud of the child.
So he praised you pretty well.
Yes,
I'm guessing that probably made you happy, kind of smile on the inside.
I smiled on the outside.
Did you cry?
No? Why would I cry?
Well, someone who's always been kind of put in the corner, treated like a porcelain doll, and, expected to, be, the daughter, the little, his little girl type thing all the time. Not being able to see the bodies in the mortuary, at least them trying to not let you see it, and, just having a very passive kind of role, to finally being able to do something, be able to pull that trigger, and then all of a sudden, boom, look at that, there's now a dead animal there, and something that you had wanted to do, and the fact that he was proud of you. I mean, for me, I could see myself being so happy that he's looking at me in that positive light that I could see myself potentially crying.
I was very careful with my words. I said I smiled on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
On the inside, I wondered how much I actually cared.
Cared about
I
doing
know
the task, or caring about how he felt about it?
About his praise, how he felt. I know I did, to some degree. I care about my father.
DOC from PD.
DOC, send it.
We're sending up 3 members of the Vespucci Queens just involved in a bench trial from gang-related shooting.
10-4. Thank you very much. Let's go walk this way. Actually, yeah, we're gonna move a little bit quicker. Follow me.
Who are we fleeing from?
We are going to a place where we won't be interrupted. We'll just kind of stick in here, if this is okay with you, just so we can kind of talk without people coming up and interrupting, because there's 3 people that are getting sent up right now. So
Okay.
And I'd much rather have this conversation be able to kind of flow instead of constantly being, interrupted with people doing whatever they're going to do.
I appreciate that. You said you were in a gunfight when you killed your first man.
Mm-hmm.
Were you in the military?
Yes, I was.
Is this... Which war was this?
Afghanistan. Excuse me one sec. Hello, this is Tim Wright.
Hi, my name's Piper Drake. I'm in prison. I have a lot of time. I was wondering if I could get the parole worked off. I don't really give a fuck about the time. It's more so the parole because I got girls' night later.
For parole, that part there might not be able to do anything for you. I am with someone right now doing some things. How long are you up here for?
Let me check.
Oh. Hello again.
Hey, sorry. I'm up here for 79 months.
79 months? Okay. I'm going to be
Mhm.
with this individual for about another half an hour.
Who is it?
It is Fÿrr.
Oh, okay.
So
Interesting.
once I am done with her, I can come out and I can't do anything with regards to your guys' parole stuff right now, but for your time off, I can get you more time off, get you guys to do a couple things.
Okay. All right, sounds good. Thanks.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Sorry about that.
You're fine.
Sorry, you were asking a question. Hi, Katie. Hi, Shannon.
Yes. The man you shot, was it? Were you ambushed? Did you ambush them? Was it an attack on a base or something?
It was oh God, what was it? I'm trying to think back to that day. No, yeah, they had attempted to ambush us. We were walking up to we were doing a patrol. We were kind of walking up. They shot at us from the other side of a river, so they had a little bit of distance between us. And yeah, well, thankfully they're just not very good shots. They're usually high. They're usually high at that point of the day, and they're also they don't really have any sights on their weapons. So they like to do spray and pray instead of taking aim shots. So we're pretty lucky with that.
Praise isn't the right word to say a soldier would get, but were you praised, awarded, got a slap on the back from a higher ranking person?
No.
Just did your job as expected, move on?
Pretty much, yes. Of course, we would all of us that were involved with the incident, we would chat about it afterwards because we'd always do English. We would do after action reviews and things that happened, things that we could do better, things that went really well, and those kinds of things. But yeah, obviously no real praise because it wasn't uncommon for us to get in those kinds of situations.
Did you ever lose anyone close you were close to?
Oh yeah, I've lost several people.
Did that affect you in any way?
Oh, definitely. I think it would affect everyone. Hi, Lex. Hi, Jay.
Does one of them stand out more than the others?
There is definitely one person I lost that stands out more than anyone else, but not really going to get into that right now.
Okay.
Maybe at another time. Maybe when we have another couple chats.
I'm unfortunately seem going to be very short on time, but as you wish.
How is your brother and yours relationships after actually I guess when you start off, because I know he would always be kind of shifting the blame off on you. How did that affect you? Did you have any resentment towards your brother?
Immense, but traditional household means you always forgive and love and accept your family no matter how sick they are.
And how do you feel about him now? Do you feel the same way or?
I find it fascinating that you're not one, but two different people who have asked me this question.
Oh yeah.
So let me turn the question back on you.
Mm-hmm.
Your brother murdered an animal, blamed it on you, completely adjusted the course of your life, made everyone in your hometown think you were a monster and a freak, would eventually go on to kill your cousin, your brother, make you flee from home, then later kill your sister, her newborn baby, and half a dozen people in a state you were in, frame you for them. Can you imagine what my feelings towards him are?
Oh no, I can imagine. But for me, honestly, as soon as he started blaming me for things at a young age, I would have. I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have cut him off as much as possible right back then, and I would have absolutely nothing to do with him when I became an adult.
I didn't have much of a choice until I did.
And who is taking that choice away from you?
Being born in a small town with few prospects forces one to stay with what they know, and that means staying by family, but unfortunate circumstances can free you from that. My father, he developed a very disgusting form of cancer, and I got to watch him wither.
And I know firsthand how much that sucks. I had an uncle who was a big bear of a man. Like he was probably about 6'3", 6'4", probably weighed close to 300 pounds. But yeah, but by the time that he passed away, he was like maybe 115 pounds. Pretty much skin and bone before he passed.
It took him so fast yet so slow. He withered and rotted. First, he was having struggling. First, he was struggling to walk, then struggling to use a wheelchair, and then he couldn't get out of bed.
Mm-hmm.
Then he couldn't move his arms. Then he was dead. Just a husk. There is no worse way to die, in my opinion. It was such an ugly death.
Mm-hmm.
And death should be beautiful.
What do you mean by that? Death should be beautiful.
Everyone's death should be beautiful. Not withering away, not rotting away, not lying in a bed waiting for death to take you.
And what do you think about the deaths that your brother caused here in this state? Were those beautiful or were those a waste?
My brother is a monster. Those deaths were better than they would likely have faced if they lived to be 70 or 80.
Do you think anyone should live to be a ripe old age, or do you think people should die by a certain point?
Hmm. I suppose when you have no value left, just die.
At what point is that for most people?
It's variable as the people in general. I can't say that. Some people probably don't have value in their children. Others will stay valuable well into decades. Don't know. But no one should die like that. They should find better ways to die. Be given better ways to die.
If you got to choose your way, what would it be? Would it be in a big blaze of glory, or would it be quiet?
I have heard rumblings and rumors that, when I get the death penalty, that they want to feed me alive to all the types of animals, specifically wolves that I am being accused of killing. I don't think they realize I couldn't think of a better death. Ironic, artful, funny, beautiful.
Kind of like just the cycle of life.
Yes, I hope they go through with it. I suspect they think I'm going to be afraid, or that it's going to be very painful, but I don't fear the dark of death, and, well, when it comes to pain, I've been gifted and cursed with a disease, so can't say I'm too concerned about that.
What disease is that?
CIP, congenital insensitivity to pain.
Ah. Hmm.
When I had my Achilles tendons cut and these words carved on my body, it was uncomfortable, but not much else.
Hmm. Yeah, the state definitely does have their own idea of how to do things. For example, one of the other COs was telling me about an individual who was very big into manipulating others, and and he had this big kind of grandiose plan. Like he always wanted to be the center of attention. He wanted people to see everything that he did. And the day of his execution, they brought him out onto the salt flats and they made everyone think, including him, that they weren't actually going to kill him. They were just going to ship him off back to the country that he came from. And then, as he was walking across the salt flats, a helicopter came by and blew him up. And
I've heard about that.
one of the COs that used to work here, she did not like that very much because, from what she was saying, they gave him exactly what he wanted. He wanted everyone to see. He wanted everyone to watch, and they literally gave him what he wanted. And yeah,
It does seem that way. Then perhaps at the very least, at my end of my life, I will get something I want for once.
maybe. Hmm. Do you
How
know
would you want to die?
how would I want to die?
Yes?
I'm not gonna lie. If I could die the way I want to, I would die probably saving someone else's life.
A hero type.
I don't know about that. I mean, maybe, but it's not something to be remembered. But it's one of those things where it's like if I can go back in time, I would gladly switch places with any number of people that I had lost. Because they all, some of them had families, some of them had things to live for afterwards. And I mean, me, I'm just me, myself, and I. They would probably have more to give to the world than myself. I like how she's bringing it back towards him too, because she is kind of, she is. He should not be talking to her
I
as much
suppose
as.
the life experiences give us very different outlooks and people. I would never sacrifice myself for someone else.
Never.
Never. No one's worth it.
When is your trial? Because I've been looking at your doc and I keep seeing things. It's like they keep, I don't know if they're changing their minds on things or.
The 23rd, but who knows? Judges keep dropping out. Suppose they see it as so inevitable that I'm found guilty that why bother to participate?
Mm-hmm. Hmm. How is your lawyer?
I have two. One is not great, the other is decent, but not really around. So,
Yeah, I heard one didn't even show up to one of the first things that you needed to go in for.
yes, they rarely respond to calls or texts. They didn't show up for a deposition on someone who says they have an eyewitness account of me doing something.
Hmm. And so this one coming up is going to be your trial, correct?
Yes, I believe there's another deposition tomorrow where people the cops suspected of doing these murders but decided to hide all the evidence for once they found me and thought I was a better fit.
A better fit to the story, something that they could pin it all on.
Yes, if you look at a lot of the evidence, you can tell it's working backwards from a conclusion. One that especially stands out towards me is psychological examination by a Patrick January. Half of his notes only make sense if he went into it assuming I was guilty and a narcissistic psychopath. Otherwise, he jumps to some
Mm.
monumentous conclusions. Hmm.
Okay. That's going to be about it for today. I definitely do want to continue this talk. I know that after trials happen, there's usually a bit of time before they do a sentencing hearing as well. I know that you believe it's going to go one way, and it very well could, but we'll still have time to talk after this. And you know what? Maybe the next time I will tell you about the one death that really, I guess, affected me more than others.
I look forward to it. A
Is there
reason to wake up.
is there anything that you would like to ask or say before we kind of go our separate ways?
Hmm. I'll think of something next time.
Okay. Uh, what is your, let's see, let's say Wednesday. Does that work for you?
Same time.
Yeah, we can do the same time.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. I'll see you on Wednesday then. Till then, you take care of yourself, okay?
You as well?
Do you have your name on your cell?
Yes.
Okay. What I would like you to do as well is if you end up having any sort of questions or anything for me, just write something on the wall and I'll make sure to be checked there every time I come on duty, okay?
I can do that.
All right. What do you prefer to go by, Fear or?
Fear.
All right, Fear. Then I will see you on Wednesday. Let's get you out here.
See you then.
Yeah, I'll see you then. Oh, that was a great talk. Oh, I'm going to have to write up a fucking report on that. But that was, I miss that stuff. I miss that stuff so much. Like when I was on Jonathan Wright back during 2.0, that was, it was so much fun listening to these kinds of things all the time. I fucking miss it. I kind of want to make a psych character just to do this kind of stuff all the time. Also, I'm just going to say it again. Yeah. Thank you for the follow again. I didn't really want to say it too loud while there. And also, babe. God, that just sounds weird fucking saying. But thank you for the sub. Is very much appreciated. Not needed at all. There's much better people out there who deserve subs than myself. But again, thank you very much. I am going to try to stream my DOC stuff a lot more. Morning.
Hi.
If you guys did want to do some working off of some things, we can
It's
go.
okay. Two of them have gone to bed.
Oh, did they?
and, I got like a month left.
Oh,
so
okay. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
If have you ever seen the wood shop?
I have not.
All right. Next time that you are up here and you see me on duty, give me a call and I'll bring you up to the wood shop and everything so that you can see some things that you can do. There's like 16 different pieces of furniture that you can kind of make and stuff, some metalworking stuff, and something that, helps pass the time a little bit more than just kind of like standing around and that.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Alright.
I'll be around these hours quite a bit. So yeah.
Sounds
if you,
good.
Yeah. So if you ever need anything, I'll be here. You take care, okay?
Sounds good. I appreciate it.
Oh, okay. I guess they're going to sleep. And fuck, that kind of sucks. God damn it! Now I wish didn't have Fÿrr go to sleep. Hi, Chloe. How's it going? Damn. But yeah, so I'm gonna stream a little bit more. Probably won't be too long. I have some things I want to do today. IRL. But I'm definitely gonna have to write up a report on some of this stuff. And yeah. But God, oh fuck me, I love that shit so much. I love those fucking games. And as soon as I saw her started to roll the dice, I'm like, ooh, this is like that is my kind of jam. That is really my kind of jam. I do kind of want to go and make a psych character. That was fun. Oh, I'm guessing is this Fÿrr? Nice. No, I absolutely fucking loved. I love that so much. That is the kind of shit that I'm all for. So I play, like, my main kind of staple is I play psychopaths myself for different things. Like I was Steven Alexander, Kurt Ambrose. My very first character that I ever played for any sort of story stuff was Jesse Skid back on No Pixel 2.0, who is a schizophrenic. I even had voices and stuff that'd be on stream that you could hear of everything that's going on in his head. But I also played a psychologist back in 2.0. And I would love, like, this kind of stuff is just, this is like my bread and butter. This is the shit that I love so much. And, yeah, I know, right, Chloe? And, like for me, like, I love that. I live for this shit. And I know for, like, me as well, I have no limit. Like, if I will, there was, when I was playing my psych character on 2.0, when I was playing my psych character on 2.0, I had another absolutely fucking amazing role player who played someone who had a DID. And, wait, you play fucking Fang? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, god damn it. I fucking love Fang. Fang is one of my favorite fucking crims and stuff. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I heart the hell out of Fang so much. I wanted to do some stuff with Fang on Kurt, but after that 100K came out, I was like, I can't trust anyone. I was like, I really just could not trust anyone. Because I was like, anyone would probably turn him in. Although, to be fair, I think if anyone would have went along with stuff, Fang would have went along with some of Kurt's shit. Because I think Fang is just there just for the chaos and just to have fucking fun and do things that just make them just fucking, like, yeah. But no, I do. I fucking love. I do love. I love the Fang character so much. I remember there was a one time. You were doing your working some time off by cleaning here on the basketball court, and I just go up to you and I'm just telling you all this creepy shit. I can just see you just going like, "Oh God, like get me the fuck out of here." But yeah, actually, but yes, no. Like this whole thing, I love this. Like I really wish that our schedules would have lined up a lot sooner because I know you've been in here for a while. I didn't know that you were really. I didn't know that you were waking up all that much. Because if I knew like when you're waking up, I would have made a point of coming on duty, because like this, like I said, this kind of shit, I eat this shit up so much. Like I love this kind of shit. It is just, like I said, it's my bread and butter. Oh, sorry. So the person that played DID, so me, her, and her husband, we would go and we would do things like we wouldn't stream because some of the topics that we would talk about were very triggering, and I did not like no one obviously wanted to trigger people for things like we would talk about some very very dark shit, and but it helped with the story so much and I fucking loved it. But again, at the same time, it's you can't certain things you just can't discuss and stuff, especially like on stream and that. And but no, I had like today was absolutely just fun. Yeah. All right. Game face. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah. I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm struggling.
Here,
Thank you.
little pick me up.
I haven't had nuggets in forever.
But I remember you got a week.
Yeah. Just another 7 days of nothing I can do. I mean, I hope that the doctors sent over what I asked them to when the hearing was over.
Yeah, hopefully, because you reached out to someone specific. You know what? Send me a DM.
I reached out to Dr. Q, the Surgeon General.
Okay. Yeah, send me a DM and we can
I
definitely.
actually called them in front of the
get
entire
something.
panel
Okay,
so that they
that's
all
who you
heard me
called.
say it.
Yeah, I saw you call someone, but I wasn't sure who you're calling.
Yes. That was probably the only way that I controlled my emotions, was just getting that done. They wanted to put me into a stressful situation to see how I would react, and I was.
All right, take care, Chloe.
I haven't been that stressed in a very long time.
I can imagine, and especially like I heard you saying, like going on with that speech too. Like that was like you talked for quite a while. I was actually very impressed.
It all came from the heart, and I meant every word of it.
All right, so I got a text from Dr. Pepper. She said
Yeah.
if you see him regarding to you, could you please ask who he reached out to about his therapy reports, please? I've only been sent the review as of yet.
Can you get one of the guns and just blow my brains out, please? Say I attacked you or something.
I told her it's Dr. Q, so hopefully she can she can follow up with that. She definitely does care, and she does want to definitely help out. So hopefully she'll be able to yeah, get this sorted.
I think this is just Sama again playing around, being like, "Oh, I can't give out those because I don't have them. The Embers, and Ember has to give them." But Ember's like, "Well, I pumped it up the fucking chain of command, so you have to talk to Q." And now it's just gonna go in circles for 7 days. We're gonna get to my next hearing, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, where's your medical records, Benji?" And I'll be like, "I tried. I really tried." And they're gonna deny me again because of it. I can see it happening. I just want a fair chance. I'm not getting it.
Yeah, no, I just sent her a message being like, hey, talk to the deputy warden, get her to try to get a handle on this stuff because, yeah, it's pretty much one big circle jerk and where they're just, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like, it sounds like there's something between the DOC and SAMA for some reason. I don't fucking understand it. If a patient wants to give over their full medical reports, it's the patient's decision. Like I don't see why they're not just giving over everything.
I I just don't know what to do anymore, Tim.
Actually, here's something you can do. I want you to write a letter, or even better, do you have Jay's phone number on your phone?
Yeah, I do.
Send a text message. Explain this stuff again, and put in big caps lock letters. I want. I am trying to get you guys all the info, but they are not giving it to you guys. I don't know what to do. Help. Because even if it, like my thing with this is, especially when it comes down to this kind of stuff, is have you ever heard the term the squeaky wheel gets the grease?
Yeah.
If someone goes up and just says one little thing like, hey, this isn't really going like the way I thought it was going to go, can someone, do something? You know what? People will sit there and be like, oh, that's kind of something, but, whatever, I don't really care. But if you keep going like poke, 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 people at some point, even if you're annoying the shit out of people, they will go and do it just for the sake of you stop bugging them.
I thought with going to the highest point of their entire command structure that, hey, this guy must be serious if he's calling the head honcho, just give everything over. But no, they gave one piece of thing that I don't even know what they gave him. I don't even know what they gave over.
Yeah.
I don't even have access to it. And as much as as much as I trusted Ember's original decision to just write a summary because she is looking out for patient confidentiality, that didn't work.
Yeah, like say like put straight up, like I do not care about doctor-patient confidentiality. I want it all there so you guys can have absolutely everything. Because, and I mean, to be fair, like even in the text, like spell it out as if you're talking to like a simple child. Like spell it out to like paint the biggest picture that you can. That way there is no doubt about what you mean, and that way they will go and there should be no doubt about what you mean, because I mean, it should, like, to me, it's pretty obvious. I don't know, obviously, with regards to how other people are seeing it.
Yeah. I mean, I'll send you the message that I'm going to send to her as well.
Mm-hmm.
See, actually, I'll send it to you first. That way, you can help me add or take anything out.
Yeah, and what I'll do as well is I'll take that, and I'm also going to write up a DOC report with regards to it and put that into there, and I'll also share that with Jay. Also, do you know Daisy all that well?
I'm fairly good friends with Daisy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, she was asking about yesterday, but I hadn't really said anything because I don't know if I don't know the DOC is letting people know that yesterday happened in the results or not, but because I know because she was asking why there's so many DOC, I was like, I'll tell you at some other point. But no, she asked this morning. She's like, you didn't follow up with me, so I don't know if you want her to know or not, or
You can let Daisy know. Yeah, it's fine.
actually, no, I'll do one better.
I honestly, I don't want to talk to anyone right now, Tim.
Oh, okay.
I obviously, except for you.
Yeah, no, that's fair. All right, while you're writing that, I'm just going to give her a quick phone call then.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hey, Tim Tim.
Hi, how's it going, Daisy?
You ignored me.
I didn't ignore you.
Mm,
Listen,
you did.
it has.
As did Chad tried to swerve it, and then Lucas ignored me. So some shit was going down. And do you want to know? I think I got a sneaking suspicion I know what happened yesterday.
Oh yeah, what do you think happened?
I think there was a parole hearing.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You want to know what?
There was a parole hearing.
Yes, there was.
And using my powers of deduction, I'm gonna say it was Benji's.
You would be correct.
I thought the time was coming up for him to be able to apply for parole.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing Benji, he would do it the first moment he could.
Yeah.
I'm assuming by the fact I've not seen him twinster or do anything.
Purpose, thank you very much for the raid. Very much appreciated. It did not go the way that he was hoping. No. But he has. But it wasn't a straight up no. You are not getting parole. So he is getting his second. He is getting another thing at it next Monday.
Okay, so there's still.
Yes, there's still a chance.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and me honestly, I do believe that he will be able to get it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll just see how it goes.
Can but wait, wait and see.
Yeah. But yeah.
But yeah, I knew it was a parole because someone let slip that it was a parole, and I'm not going to say who because I don't know if they're meant to tell me it was a parole hearing at the time.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the only reason I'm even telling you right now is because Benji gave me the go-ahead.
Oh, Benji's around.
Don't try calling him or anything. He doesn't really want to talk to anyone right now.
Oh, that's fair. I won't try calling. I haven't
yeah.
seen him in a hot minute, but
Yeah.
Just pass on my hay and
Will do. And if he ever needs anything, reach out to you. You know, those kinds of things.
exactly. He knows where I am and he knows how to get hold of me.
Yeah.
I'm testing the waters, putting myself on the directory again. The last time I did this, someone got my number that I didn't want to have my number.
Hmm.
But I'm gonna see what happens this time. I can't keep hiding. I've gotta
No,
start living at some point.
that's definitely fair. Also, Velger, thank you very much for the follow. Very much appreciated. And also,
So,
hi. Can I
I
ask you, maybe? I mean, I don't even know if I. It's with regards to you and what happened to you.
okay.
No, I mean you can just say no, and I can just go past it. Like.
I mean, everything that happened to me is very public on the
Mhm.
docket right now, so feel free to ask away.
Like you can confirm that, like, yes, it was Fear that did it.
I
Or
I couldn't see who they were. They were completely blacked out, mask and all. The threats to hurt me came from fear.
was there more than one person there?
There was only one person. And the only thing I could tell you is I am 80% sure it was a woman that hurt me.
So
Just by
you
going
don't
by
think it was a
figure.
guy?
I don't think it was a guy. I'll be real with you, Tim. I didn't get to see them for very long. They put a blindfold on me. And when I did see them, it was dark.
No, that's okay. You know, we don't need to continue this. No, that's okay. Because I just want to let you know, because in case it gets out, because I will obviously be writing reports about this. I am talking with Fear extensively,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I'm just trying to, you know, do my own little piece things together in my own head, just to, you know. But how are you doing? I know you're putting your name back out there in that, but I just want to make sure you're doing okay.
Tim, I've had to leave my home for the time being.
Wait, what?
Some someone someone nailed a deer head to my door with its eyes and mouth sewn shut. This is Please don't go telling Fear, because if Fear doesn't already know, I don't know whether Fear's been pulling strings or not. Because if you haven't noticed, Tim, she's got a phone.
Well, from what we heard last night, she has about 15 stashed around the prison. And to be fair, it's not very hard for people to get phones in here. I'm sure you probably know that, but
I don't have a prison phone.
I'm sure you're aware that they're very easy to get a hold of.
I'm aware of how I can get a hold of them, yeah.
Just make sure that you are careful.
I always am. I don't really go anywhere alone, Tim.
Mm-hmm. And big thing, just be aware of any guys.
I know who I'm looking out for, Tim.
Oh, do you got a name?
He's given a name. I don't know if that's his actual name.
Is it Blake something?
Blake?
I think.
You're concerned about Blake Jake?
I don't have a last name, but a name that I had heard was a Blake, but
The only Blake I know of is Blake Jake, and I've bumped into him a couple of times, but that's not the guy that I'm concerned with.
all right, I'll give you a really quick kind of description of something. Someone who, you know, growing up in life has always been kind of the athletic kind of person, the person that you know, the parents thought very fondly of, was able to, you know, potentially manipulate the situation to make to put the blame on other people.
Is this what she's told you, Tim?
It is. And again, I know with people like this, it's always take things with a grain of salt. But,
Please, she's.
oh, yeah, I know. Like I said, I don't trust anyone farther than I can throw them. But also, I know that there are some people out there who will actually tell the truth. And even just thinking that people are, doing different things. And so I just, even though it might not be the right information, I still just want to give that to you just in case, just so that you can be a little bit careful in case you do see someone that does fit that you can just be careful of.
Okay. Just know she has tried to manipulate situations that people I'm very close with have experienced firsthand. I won't go into full details about what has happened, but just be aware that if this is what she's telling you, she also herself is very manipulative.
No, I'm very much aware.
She's tried to get
I will be careful.
She's tried to get people that I care about to get her in one of the most manipulative ways that I think she could have.
No, I'm very much aware.
Okay.
And remember, if you ever need anything, like say if Bree isn't around or anything, you just need a phone call, or if you need someone to swing by or anything for you. I mean, I don't own a car or anything. I kind of bike or run.
You don't own a car?
Nope. I'm not a big fan of
I own like
driving.
6.
I know. Driving just isn't my. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of driving. Very bad experiences.
I just got a new car. I just got a Tubric.
See, I don't even know what that is.
Oh my god, how do you not know what a Tubric is? How dare you? My poor baby is feeling neglected now.
All right.
I appreciate you reaching out. Please just be mindful of.
Will do.
She is a manipulator herself.
No, I understand. All right, I do need to get going. I'm gonna go talk to Benji a little bit more.
Okay.
You take care. If you need anything, don't hesitate to text, okay?
Okay. Bye.
All right. Bye, Daisy.
Channel 25, 1041.
Welcome aboard. Nice hearing your voice.
Nice hearing yours.
Yeah, Blake Jake. I don't know a lot about Blake Jake, but yeah, he doesn't seem like that kind of person. Also, yeah, Silver, that fucking sucks.
Pretty good. How about you?
Yeah, so the only thing that I would add on to there, Benji, is once you have all my psych records, I want a fair chance. The only thing I would add is at the very end of it, put in there, in like all caps, this is me, Benji Carter, saying that I want Sama to give all of my psych records over to whoever it needs to go to so that you guys can have it. Like, just so it's kind of like that exclamation point on the end of the whole thing.
Gotcha.
But yeah, besides that, no, it reads well. How's it going, Steve?
Pretty good.
Nice. Actually, here, come over here for a sec.
Okay.
Been chatting with, had a nice like hour and a half long conversation with Fÿrr today.
Who?
Fÿrr?
Who the hell's that?
Oh Jesus.
Is that a new inmate?
It's someone that is probably going to get the death penalty.
Oh. Yeah, I haven't had the chance to really not catching up yet.
Where is...
Got that groggy head.
Yeah. If you go to the dockets and you look up 52558.
Oh. Oh. That person.
Yes.
Okay. Killed a lot of animals, huh? Wow.
Yeah, and also the most murders in the state. Yeah, they made a point of saying that. I was like, oh, But yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, I guess so. That's what all the judges and everything are saying.
Godly.
Yeah, there's over 150 reports that they're all going through for everything. Is a huge amount of torture and all that. And if you go to their MDW profile and look up their medical, people broke in here probably a week or so ago, ended up carving a bunch of things into her, cut her Achilles tendons. She's in a wheelchair now.
Wait, they broke in the prison?
Yeah, or to attack her.
When did that happen?
I'm not too sure. I'm sure there's definitely probably an incident report.
I mean, I guess it wasn't.
Oh wait, sorry, no, there wasn't a report. You'd have to look at her medical side.
Oh, I guess we didn't have someone on duty.
Yeah, we didn't have anyone on duty, so it was cops.
Damn.
Responded. Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
One time we had a break-in, we didn't have anybody on duty.
Yeah. And
Oh.
I spent about an hour and a half talking with her. If you ever do see her, just be very careful, because yeah, no, she is definitely good with her words. Well, yeah, there's also potential for other things going on. Like she has a brother that I'm pretty sure is still running around doing stuff. But yeah, Benji had his parole hearing yesterday. He got denied. Not like a flat out denial. There's a couple steps that are going to need to be taken. Seems like there's a big dick swinging contest between Sama and the DOC for something. Like he's trying to get his medical reports given over so that they can look at it. But I don't know what's going on. It's like they're dragging their heels about it. But
like
that's
we don't want to give it to him.
No. Like Sama doesn't want to give over stuff to us or to the board for them to be able to look over his stuff, because that was one of the big things that stopped him from getting parole last night. They want a clear picture, and yeah, I really don't know what's going on with it, but
I mean, if they want to fight that front, they're gonna lose. I mean, we could just say, well, I guess he ain't gonna get parole, is he? And then he can sue Sama.
yeah, But
Or
yeah,
literally
it's,
just barring him, right?
It's
Like
literally one of those things where if a patient wants to give over their med files, I mean, isn't that
they
the
they should
patient's
be able to
right?
give it over. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's what I was thinking, but honestly, I don't know. I mean, politics, I fucking hate politics, even that kind of stuff, and it's just, but yeah, we do have a couple, don't know if you know, I'm FTO qualified now. Been taken out,
Oh, they're letting anybody do that nowadays, huh?
yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm
there's,
actually pretty excited for you.
yeah, no, there's one that I've taken out 3 times now. She's doing absolutely fantastic. It kind of sucked for her yesterday. She woke up and literally before she even like finished doing her 1041, is like, "We're doing a transport. Let's go. We're gonna go pick someone up from the prison." And she like literally just rolled out of bed, so it was a little rough on her, but she got used to it. And hey, then we had Lottie and Lavender Ash up here. Don't know if you know them. They're up here on a.
Yeah, they're sirens.
Oh, are they?
Yep.
Yeah, but they were up here yesterday too during the parole stuff. They attacked someone. We came over here, and you know, not gonna lie, they gave us a great training opportunity for Anna, because Anna hasn't really done much interacting with inmates, and now she got to interact with them, and then pretty much run all over the fuck. We could have ended it a lot sooner, but you know, it was one of those things where they weren't being dickish. They were just, you know, almost having fun with it, and so I kind of let it go on and on for a bit so she can get her comms done. Her comms are actually pretty good. So it was a nice training opportunity. But yeah, and yeah, and Benji's definitely feeling pretty down right now, which is pretty expected. But yeah, so I'm just chit-chatting with him for a little bit, and yeah, I probably won't be on duty for too much longer. I have some things I need to take care of, but I know. Listen, yesterday I was on duty for like 5.5 hours yesterday, even before the parole thing happened, and for like 3.5 of those, it was like dead quiet. And then this morning, everything fucking happens. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah. It's always quiet until the time that you want it to be quiet, and it's not. Get that sent off?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, you know, Daisy said her usual thing. She's always there if you need someone to chat with and that, and she won't reach out to you until you're ready for it, but yeah, she is there and she's pulling for you.
I'll make sure to get a hold of us soon. It's just if I talk about it too much, I start to get emotional, and I don't feel like getting emotional again.
Yeah, no, that's completely fair.
And I know that's all that anyone that from the moment you went off duty last night, that's all anyone asked me was about the parole hearing.
Yeah. You know what? I honestly start talking about movies or sports or something like that. That's always a good thing. Like, just talk about something else that'll just get your mind off of that whole thing. Because if you just keep dwelling on that, then it'll just consume you fully. Even though I know it's a big part of your life right now, but it's like, you know what? Right now, there's nothing more that you can do with regards to it. So it's quite literally, I know it's a distraction technique, but I'd say go for it. Like, literally just start talking about literally anything else. But I will be going off duty in about, I'm not going to lie, 10 minutes from now. I got a bunch of crap I need to take care of, and yeah. And if I don't see you later on today, because I think I'm going to be coming around later on this afternoon to take another cadet out, one of our fast tracks, I think. And yeah, if I don't see you around then yeah, let me know when you're around, and I'll definitely make sure to come on duty and assist as well. Even if we just go down a movie, TV show, fucking talkathon. Because God knows I love to talk, and I love nothing more than movies and TV shows. And that moon looks nice. Actually, Steve, what are your opinions on aliens?
Aliens?
Aliens. Like the ones that come from space. Or maybe another dimension. Oh,
Well, I think that's proof enough, is it not?
yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
look at him. He's gone.
yeah.
You speak
Wait,
of him.
Wait.
I knew this was gonna happen
I don't
as
see a
soon as you
ship
brought him
anywhere.
up.
Where's a ship? I don't see a ship.
What do you
Wait.
mean there
Wait.
ain't no ship? Did you not see it? Came by and just whoop.
Wait. Do you think he's like an alien? He was just doing a big
I
test.
think you're an alien.
Wait, what do you think? I'm an alien.
I think you're testing me.
Oh yeah. What would the test be about?
I don't know. If you were, let's see. How can I prove you're not an alien?
I mean, you would think if I was sophisticated enough, you wouldn't even be able to dissect me because you would think they'd just be able to clone like a person pretty well.
Well, there is that trend going around on the social media.
Oh? Sorry, I don't really pay attention to social media at all.
You haven't seen it?
No,
I mean, some people say it's a joke. I think they're onto something.
Oh, what's that? What is it?
They say that the gingers are like the aliens of the white people.
Wow. Okay. That's harassed.
Well, I'm just saying what.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I see.
You're
You're just
saying,
yeah.
know.
It's okay. You're just saying that we're not. We're just not. Yeah, it's fine.
They also say that aliens don't get shot.
I mean, I haven't been shot yet. I've been blown up. Oh, I see how it is.
No,
Actually-
I'm not gonna do that.
Ooh, actually, I need to go get more taser cartridges after chasing Lavender around last night.
You. Shame on you. Always check your gear before you go out in the yard.
I did, but quite literally, as soon as I got on duty, I was getting the phone call.
I would never run out of taser cartridges.
Well, I didn't run out because I still have some. Yeah, it's fine.
Wow, I guess he is an alien.
Yeah. Ooh, actually, I know. Yeah, no, Benji's PC crashed. That really fucking sucks. Let me hear your war cry. Are you speaking on it or no? Because yeah, if you're talking into it, I can't hear you at all.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to direct your attention to the red-headed man running around in the yard. Be aware that he is, in fact, an alien.
Alien. Yep.
Should you tackle this man, pin him to the ground, and prove he's an alien, we will let you go free of charge.
The light, they've spotted you.
sit by the light. Oh, never mind. Okay.
Oh God. What do you got planned for the rest of the day, Steve? Because I'm just gonna come up there. I was gonna say, how the fuck did you get in there?
I picked the door.
Okay, where'd he go?
Where is Steve?
Yeah, where'd you go? Probably like butted right up against the door. That's why I can't get in.
That's what I get for playing around on the roof.
Yeah. I swear to God, it says these have 2 charges, but a lot of the time it just does 1. I swear.
Yeah, it kind of feels like that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's why I always keep 10 on me.
Yeah, I got 10 on me right now too. You got any big plans for today at all?
I'm gonna sit around, stay around, crack my ass, crack a little bit.
Yeah, I'm about to head off duty. I'll be back later on today though. I'm gonna try to take one of the fast track cadet out for a bit because we didn't really get to do much yesterday.
Might need to go take a shower. You know what they say?
What do they say?
Those who go to bed with itchy butt wake up with sticky finger.
Oh, I did not need to hear that.
I'm
Yeah.
just being honest. That's what they say.
Yeah, no problem, Benji. You take care of yourself, and there will always be a next time. Never have to apologize, especially PC crashes. Those fucking suck. But no, it's definitely nice to see you again.
Nice to see you. I mean, I've been around. I just think I've been around when you haven't been around, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Usually, we're on the same kind of schedule here, but
Yeah, true. Yeah, I've been doing some really early hours, and then there's been a couple times I've done a couple late ones, but... Actually, I'm going to do one last check and make sure doors are locked, because, yeah, there's a little bit of fuckery going around earlier.
You really?
It's like, it should be good, but you know when you got that, like, just that feeling, and just, like, something just, like, on the back of your neck, and just, like, yeah, so I'm just going to check everything. Oh, wait a minute. What the fuck? Okay, this pisses me off. Alright, so yesterday when we were doing the chase of Lavender...
Okay.
So, we can't lock these doors anymore.
Yeah, they took that away because sometimes
the PD.
people were locking.
Yeah,
the PD was locking both sides.
But now you can lock... Okay, Because I couldn't lock either of these 2 doors here. Because when Lavender ran in here and the cadet was chasing her. I was like, I'm just gonna lock the door on the other way so she can't get there. Then lock her in the cafeteria, pretty much. Same with intake. Yeah, I got the garden unlocked, locked up the scrapyard. A couple people had bricks on them yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah, can't lock intake.
Yeah, because I mean, if you lock
Yeah,
intake,
yeah, then people are just going to be
then
kind of
people
fucked.
are really, yeah.
Oh, showers are all broken.
Well, I'm not cleaning them out because the last time I did that, well, you know,
Yeah.
someone else can get their hands dirty and drop their phone.
Yeah, yeah. Don't need that again. I've been showing a bunch of people the what's it called? The wood shop and that. People seem to be enjoying it pretty well.
Wood chopping.
The wood shop.
Oh, the wood shop. Yeah.
Yeah.
People like the wood shop.
Yeah, I've been taking a lot of people in there.
I think people enjoy the wood shop way more than they do the metal.
Yeah, same. And obviously laundry is like it's yeah, the laundry for me it's just really boring. But no, really glad. I mean, the warden must put a lot of work in to get all that done. That was actually gonna check this real quick. Yeah, we had a few
Have you seen
DOJ guys in
the
solitary.
extra thing that we got now?
What's the extra thing?
The thing in the cafeteria.
No.
We allow people to butcher animals now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay, nice.
I think so.
I mean, I saw the carcasses and stuff in there.
Yeah.
Okay, no, these are okay. Oh, no, there we go. Unlock that one. Actually, this one can stay locked. There's no reason for them to go in there. Yeah, no, I brought Fÿrr in here when three Vespucci queens are being sent up, and I'm like, yeah, Fÿrr, we're going inside here so we can finish our chat. Don't need to get interrupted.
Is Lottie considered a queen?
I think someone said they're sirens.
I did.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was gonna say I thought Vespucci Queens was like a whole separate group.
Yeah, I think they are. To be fair, I don't fucking know.
Maybe like the queens are like the head of a bunch of groups.
Maybe that's why they're the queens. 'Cause,
Yeah, the queens.
Queens are up on top.
Yep.
But have you been lately? Anything fun, exciting happen, or?
Well, I'm trying to get the scavenger hunt underway
Ooh,
for next
okay.
month. We have 2 people who have signed up so far. So
I haven't seen that being advertised all that much.
I
Actually, I
well,
don't think I've seen it advertised at all.
I think I put it out once. I asked some other people to put it out, but I'm gonna start putting it out daily myself.
Yeah, no, that'll be good. Who's all involved in the scavenger hunt?
I like managing it, or
Or yeah, who's like running it or helping you run it?
Finn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you know if he's gonna be come back to DOC at all, or?
I don't think so.
Yeah, okay.
I know Elena was wanting to help out, but she just hasn't been in the right headspace or had enough time to help.
Yeah, I haven't really. I think she's on LOA right now.
Yeah, so I think she's no longer gonna be able to help us. So I need to find someone else that can help me. You know, do a little advertising and stuff. But
Oh, also look at our wall here.
oh my goodness.
So look at the fortunate. No one knows exactly who they are, but sounds like from what I heard, they tag every ATM that they do, but no one knows. But no one knows who they are, I think. Yeah. All right, I do need to go off duty though. I got some things I need to take care of.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send me a little advertisement out. Have a good one.
You too. Take care. Door fucking open up. Like, hello? Door? Okay, I'm gonna lose my shit here. Can you come back over here and let me out?
Let you out.
I can't unlock anything.
Goodness.
Yeah, I think I need to take a nap, but I'm just not.
Wait. No, I can't. Wait. Oh no, we're trapped.
Wait, are you serious?
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Help! No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See, maybe you're the alien.
I think you're the alien.
Oh,
How could you?
I swear, these doors, it's just because I keep saying I hate the fucking locks and everything. They're gonna start doing this shit to me.
Well, if you weren't such a damn hater.
Not a hater. I don't hate anything. Listen,
Hater.
I talk to serial killers, okay?
Hates things. Here's what?
Nice try.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Alien opens door. Oh.
Wow. Wow. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to go and get changed and stuff. I'm just going to run outside real quick and find a bush.
All right, have a good one.
You too. Oh, God damn it. All right. Yeah, so that's going to be it for right now. I might come back later on today because I know Quinn, I believe, wants to come on duty. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for hanging out. Thank you for all the follows. Thank you for the sub, Lottie. I feel awkward saying babe. That just sounds so fucking awkward. And also, thank you for the raid purpose. Very much appreciate it. I heart all your guys' faces. I will be back next time, either this afternoon or tomorrow morning. We'll see. Anyways, take care, you guys. Heart your faces, and I will see you later. Bye.